Hello, namaste. Hope this video finds you well and ready to take on this new journey with me. Behind the camera, I have my cousin Pooja. Say hi.
Hello.
She'll be asking me some basic questions that she found on ChatGPT to help us out with some questions that you might have or some questions she might have because she's also new to meditation. So first, I'd like to start this video by talking a little bit about me. My name is Nikita Verma. I was born in India and raised in New York. A little bit about my meditation background. So in year 2021, I happened to be stuck in India during pandemic. Just like all of us, we were stuck somewhere at some point during that time. So I was there for 5 months with nothing to do, which gave me opportunity to look inwards, and I started meditating, and the experience was phenomenal. And when I experienced that enlightenment, all I wanted to do was share that with the world and everybody around me to see. And I was thinking, how could I share this with others so they could have the same experience? And that was the reason why I wanted to start making these videos, introduce people to different styles of meditation for those are looking to just explore, or those who are looking for a way that works for them. And that was the main reason I wanted to start this course. So let's start. Let's see what question my cousin have for us.
Okay, so my first question is going to be, what exactly is meditation?
Meditation is anything that you do consciously, whether it's taking a walk in a park, whether it's having a conversation with your cousin, or raising a child, a dog, or anything that you do, just anything that you do consciously, that is meditation. And that is the reason why we're here, to choose meditation consciously, to choose 10 minutes for ourselves every day, to give ourselves the chance to grow mindfully.
Okay, what exactly is the goal of meditation?
The goal of meditation is to connect our mind with our heart, because we seem to be in a constant battle here. Something that our heart says, our mind don't agree. Something our mind says and our heart don't agree. So we want to be able to create an understanding, not having to choose, okay, I'm going to choose what my mind is saying for this, and I'm going to choose what my heart is saying for that. No. We have to find an understanding, find a balance between those two. And that is what we want to gain here.
So my next question is going to be, is meditation a state of mind, or is it a practice, or is it both?
It is both. So it is a practice, just like how we're practicing eating every day, just how we're practicing breathing every day. And it is a state as we're alive all the days that we're here. So that is how it's a state and also a practice.
What is the difference between yoga and meditation?
The difference is not so big. The only difference is yoga is a practice of body, flexibility of the body and everything. And meditation is the flexibility of the mind. You're working on your mind. You're learning to calm yourself down. And when you're doing yoga, you're learning to calm your body down. You're teaching it not to jump into conclusions as in a disease. You're teaching it, okay, we can move through this. And when you're working on your brain, you're meditating, you're teaching your mind, we can work through this. This is not the end. The depression, the anxiety is not the end. We can work through this. Every emotion, every thought could be worked through. And that's what we want to learn here.
Is meditation about stopping thoughts?
No, definitely not. We don't want to stop anything. This is not something that you could control. This is not something you could put a stop to. The thought is not coming. I'm not saying, hey, stop thought, not here, just go over there. That is not how it works. We want to create an understanding with our thoughts. Yes, it's coming. Thoughts are flowing rapidly. We have a million thoughts in a minute, in a second. But it all matters is which thought we're choosing to give our attention to. And when we do that, a pencil is created, because that's what they thought about it, and that's how it was created. A house, a car, those are all thoughts, and those are not the only thoughts. We have a lot of thoughts in a day. It's just a choice what we're choosing. So for my goal for us here is to choose ourselves, choose our thoughts and emotions that we want to deal with, not let them deal with us, but what we want to deal with for that.
What is the importance of stable thoughts and emotions?
Stable thoughts, stable emotions. Stable emotions are like, it's like calm water. When you want to look at your reflection, you want the water to be calm so you can see your reflection. That represents your emotions. When your emotions are calm, you can see the situation through. And you also need light, and you get that light through when the clouds are not covering the sun, right? And the clouds represent your thoughts. When the thoughts are not, you're not surrounded by multiple thoughts, the light comes through and lets you decide what it is that you want to deal with. Okay, let me do a little experiment so you can understand better. The water in here is your thoughts and emotions, and this is your brain, your mind. Actually, things just go through with no control, no filter. You're not choosing. The thoughts and emotions, they're choosing how they want to do things, just because they're free, right? Just because. But when you meditate, you create a filter in your mind, and then you get to choose the thoughts and emotions you want to give your attention to. And then the thoughts and emotions that you want to choose, you get to keep, and the ones that you don't want to choose, you create a rip, and it just comes out. And how much ever you want to keep, you just keep by choosing. And that is why I think meditation is important.
So now you must be wondering about the styles of meditation I will be conducting here on this channel. So I will talk a little bit about them, the meditations. So 7 meditations of the chakras alignment, 5 meditations of elements alignment, and sound meditation, vibration meditation, meditation with crystals, 369 meditation, aura cleaning meditation, so on and so forth. I will not be able to name all of them here because that's just too many. A little layout of our videos. So first I'll talk a little bit about the meditation that we will be doing, and after that for 10 minutes we will be doing the meditation, and after that I thought bringing these cards into these meditation would be a good idea. Awakening self-compassion cards. So I will pick one card randomly from this deck in each meditation. This will talk a little bit about like what it's about. Like this card that I just randomly picked out, it says coming back home, and just talks a little bit about that, and then it gives a little homework to practice, just a better way to connect with yourself. So that as well, if you want to be doing some homework and giving yourself a little more time, this would be great for you. If not, that is also okay. Another thing that I want to say is if you're in the beginning, if you are not feeling comfortable sitting up for 10 minutes or 15 minutes for the whole video, I would suggest you could have some support, but push yourself a little bit for like maybe 1 or 2 minutes you're able to sit without the support. Push yourself to do that, because if you do 2 minutes today, tomorrow you'll be able to do 3, and the day after that 4, and then 5, and so on and so forth. That way your back could be strong and you'd be more comfortable doing many chores in the house as well. I will be posting twice a week, and the days are Tuesdays and Thursdays. So stay tuned for next video, and you can repeat these meditations as many times as you like, or even the homework that I'll be having for you guys. Just give yourself some time, make some time every day, and I just wish for us to all grow and prosper together. Thank you. Until next time.